Well, this is the test. 6 weeks my motorbike's been sitting around in the garage due to rain, too much work and holiday. So let's see if it fires up. First time. Excellent. Okay, so it's like I say, it's the first trip out in about 6 weeks. I'm not going to go anywhere specific, just a little drive around the local area. Yeehaw! Well, it's a beautiful day. Bit cold, but like I say, this is the first trip out now, and we're coming almost to the end of October. I was busy doing nothing, relaxing on the settee, and I thought, come on, let's go. Oh. So I think we'll head out towards Maiden Bradley, and then maybe some of the back roads to the A350, and then from there I think probably head down to Shaftesbury, Guy's Marsh, maybe Sturminster Newton. Last time I was on the bike, I was sweating, overheating. Now I've got a thick jumper on underneath and my inner coat back attached to the outer coat. Got a balaclava on, and at the moment that feels fine, but I can feel it already on my legs. But like I say, I've not probably no hard fast rule of how long I'm going out today, but I'm probably guessing a good hour. I might need to get some more petrol. I'm under half at the moment, so I was just watching a YouTube video of a guy who was motorcycling to the Balkans. I'm presuming he is of that sort of regional nationality, former Yugoslavia, because it was only subtitled. He wasn't doing any speaking in it. He was on a Harley Davidson, and there was snow in the background right on the edges of the road, and I'm afraid that's not for me. Fair weather rider. In the past, when I was younger, when I had my first bike, through necessity, I did actually go out in the bad weather conditions, but mid-50s now, it's not my means of transport to work. It's for my enjoyment, and sitting on a motorbike getting freezing cold isn't part of my enjoyment. That's probably warmed up now, so showing 60 on the display. I'm not sure how long the battery's going to last. I'm not intending to do any stop starting with it, because like I say, it's more just to be out on the bike today. Actually, change of plan. I think I'm going to head right into Mere and up over the top of White Sheet Hill and join the 350 from there. It's nice to see the change of the leaves. Definitely showing it's autumn. A lot of leaves already fallen off, and remaining ones showing pretty nice colours. That must be somebody just flashed me. I wonder if that's to do with the speed camera up ahead. Not that I am speeding. So busy. Got some amazing colours. I'm not sure how well the GoPro picks them up. Got a beautiful red tree there. Right, just leaving the 30-mile-an-hour zone. Can open it up a bit more. I'm glad those leaves are in the middle of the road. Won't be riding over them. At least the roads are nice and dry anyway. It did rain a little bit before, but it was literally only for about half a minute, a quick shower, and then it stopped. Almost put me off going out again, but at the moment pretty good. Pretty windy up here. At the moment I'm still warm, legs are chilled, but the body perfectly fine. Well, the motorbike's going very well since it's been sat around for 6 weeks, stretching its legs. Almost full throttle, showing almost 70, so that's probably about 64, 65. Some of these fields you do have to be careful, especially where the trees are towards the edge, because there are a lot of deers in this area, and I've never had one jump out in front of me on the bike, but I've had them come out in front of me when I'm in the car, so never hit one, thankfully. Don't want to. Kingston Deverill down to a 30. There's a hang gliding club just through here on the left. I think it's that road. And quite often you see the hang gliders, or the gliders, up in the sky on the warm days. Maiden Bradley, that's where I was just going to come from, up from down there, but changed my mind. That's quite beautiful today. In another few weeks, there's going to be literally no leaves left on these trees. It's going to be very bare. So it's good to go out, get a chance to enjoy the natural beauty. My odometer now is on 2,423. I was expecting to get 3,000 before the end of this year, quite easily, but now I'm not thinking that's going to happen. I've got another 7 weeks of work, and a lot of the times I'm out for 1, 2, or even 3 nights of the week. And if I go Europe, then I can be away all week. So with that and the weather, it's we're waiting to see about how much more mileage I'll put on. But if the weather stays like this at weekends, then at least I'll try to come out and do at least 30 on a Saturday. Probably a solo effort, because my wife really hates the cold. But could try somewhere local where she's not going to be out in the cold for too long. Well, that's an ominous grey cloud up ahead. I'm intending to go right on the 350, which is down towards the sunshine area, so hopefully I don't end up directly underneath that, and hopefully it doesn't catch me up. Right, up to the 350. Summertime, peak times, this is a very busy road. Hopefully, Saturday afternoon is not going to be too bad. Left is clear, right's clear. Oh, pretty good. So this will take us up to Shaftesbury. And then from Shaftesbury, I'll probably head down to Sturminster Newton. The MPG of the Meteor certainly drops down when you start hitting 60s and 70s, and I don't really want to oh good, I was going to say I don't want to be behind him, I was going to end up turning left, but that's right, he's heading right, which basically goes back to the 303 westbound towards Cornwall. This is a bit I like. Especially when you're not stuck behind somebody. I'm not sure how long the battery lasts on this GoPro. But my wife did say that I wanted to bring another battery, but like I say, I'm not bothered about fiddling around at the moment. This is more just to have a first blast out after 6 weeks of it sitting in the garage. I was a bit concerned that the battery might have gone flat, because I do know that that was an issue initially with the 350 from videos I've watched. But most of my trips out haven't been just a couple of miles. So, and also the bike is only 18-month old, well a bit over 18-month old, so it's probably still in good condition. That's going to be causing some tailback. Oh, fairground. One of the reasons I wanted to go to Sturminster Newton is because I've been told by a guy who used to work at Dextra, a Bulgarian, that there's a Bulgarian shop there which sells Bulgarian beer. And when I went to Bulgaria 3 years ago, I thought their beer was amazing. So I'm hoping, if I get there, to be able to see it. Many years ago, when I had a KMX 200, I used to live in Milton Keynes, and I'd go to Stoke-on-Trent on my weekends off, which was 110 miles away. and 110 miles on a trials bike, sit up and beg, with no shielding whatsoever. It doesn't matter how much clothes you had on, it was, brutal. After about an hour and a half, it was a relief to stop to get fuel. Because it only had a small fuel tank. I think it was about 8.5 litre, 9 litre, something like that. So it wasn't enough to do the full trip. And like I said before, that's what ended up putting me off motorbiking. It was just like, too much cold, wet, wasn't fun. But if I do go any long trips next year, like I'm saying, I'm planning on going Peak District or Lake District, North Wales sort of area, then there's probabilities that I could get stuck in rain. But although I would intend to do a bit of camping, if it was raining, I ain't putting a soggy tent up. I'll stop in a travel lodge or something. This is a road which is nice to go up if there's nobody slowing you down. Twisty and turny. Up to Shaftesbury itself. But it's very rare to get that, and today we're, luckily to be touching 30 at the moment. There's definitely not so many bikes out today since last time I was out. When it was summertime, when I came out last time, bikers all over the place. I'm obviously not the only one who's a fair weather rider. That bike who just passed went the opposite direction, he's the first guy I've seen today, which extremely unusual. In fact, when we went out in the car earlier on, because we went to sauna and a swim, didn't see any motorbikes then either. One cyclist I think we've seen today. I've missed the sound of this bike. For such a small engine, I do like it. It sounds bigger and beefier than it actually is. In real life, it couldn't punch its way out of a paper bag, but it sounds tough. Obviously not compared with a big bore bike, but it's not really my intention to go big, unless maybe a few years' time when I get closer to retirement. But then, would I be able to handle a bigger bike? I don't know. No rush anyway. Like I say, at the moment, this is suits me fine. Also, at the moment, I haven't got room in the garage. Can only fit the one bike in. Got my son's treadmill, and then assorted junk. The poppies are all out, ready for November. They look rather nice with the sun behind them. Okay, so I think, I'm not sure whether to go through Shaftesbury to get to Guy's Marsh, or I think I'll go the A30. Oh, that's grey over there. What a glorious view! This is the A30 which heads out towards Sherborne Way, and in fact if you stay on this road it will take you all the way into Cornwall, about 100 miles from here, I would say. Okay, so we see the sign for Guy's Marsh. Turn left up here. I used to come this way in a full Arctic. To deliver scrap to the prison. I did this route for about 4 years, and never felt it boring, even though it was just a short same trip. As it can be quite a challenging road, because like I say, it gets narrow in certain places, and there's lots of farm traffic in this area, horses, cyclists in summer, so you did have to have your wits about you. In fact, I'm coming up to a bit shortly where it's only a short steep bit as you turn the bend, and one winter there was ice on, and it actually got my lorry stuck there. It just wouldn't go anywhere. I had to get the mechanic out from work with grit to put under the wheels. Luckily, work is only about 20 minutes from here, so it didn't cause too much of a disruption for the local people. Yeah, this bit here, there's a lot of rainfall gathers and ices here. So as I was just coming round here, it just wouldn't go up the hill, just wheels were spinning. Bit faster on the motorbike along here than an articulated lorry. Well, if the camera's still rolling, that's the fence of Guy's Marsh prison. I'd rather be riding my bike than working in there, or living in there as a prisoner, that's for sure. Presume Saturday's visiting day. I haven't got a clue what's going on in this place. We've had sort of the roadwork type thing, ISG signs, for a couple of years now. Oh, feeling a bit lumpy then, the bike. I'm not sure what's going on there. Ugh. Oh, the first cyclist of the day. Second, sorry. My nose is beginning to get a bit runny. I don't feel that cold at the moment. The jumping jacket's doing its job. It's just where it leaks in, like under the base of the helmet, even with the balaclava on, it gets around a bit of the neck. My hands are still surprisingly warm. Top of my legs are a bit cool, but all in all, better than I was expecting. Coming up to 25 miles, I'm pretty sure the battery will be flat by now. I've done 154 miles since I filled up. I always reset the tripometer, get a rough idea of how much I'm doing, just in case I do ever go and do a long trip around Scotland, NC 500. I know everybody does that, but it's still an amazing road, and just because loads of other people do it doesn't mean I shouldn't do it and video it. After all, it's for my memories. When I'm too old to ride, it'd be good to look back on these and relive the days. Oh, this road's nice. Pretty dry. Pretty clean. Well, so far I'm glad I came out today. Manston. Uh-oh. Huh. Access to... Road closed. I wonder what's going on there. Well, that's not where I'm going then. I don't know whether to bother go to Sturminster now. Whoa, whoa, bumpy! I've done 27 miles. I'm about 6 miles from home. I think will do the detour because I'm not sure when I'm going to be getting back on again. It's extremely unlikely tomorrow. So, depends what the weather's like Saturday next week. I don't want to get to the point of being so cold that it's a chore, unenjoyable. Can't see any light on, so I'm presuming I'm all flat out. First trip out, 43.6 miles. Everything went perfectly well. Luckily, because the roads are still clear, it still looks like new. I wasn't looking forward to it coming back and looking like shite, but yeah, very good. Good trip out.